After leaving the army, I spent a week in Scotland, in the Highlands, secluded, in order to initiate civilian life.
Yo, hey guys, welcome back to Jake's Journeymate, and welcome to Scotland as well. Just a quick one today really. All I want to do is, while I'm up here, is just get a few bits and bobs done for the van. So I'm just going to fit, I don't know if you remember, but if you've watched it and you watched the original van build of the Connect, then you'll know the first thing I did was fit wind deflectors. So that's all I'm going to do today really. So just hang around, chill out with me, crack a can, and let's do a few bits and bobs and jobs. Woo! So I've got these to go onto the van. I'm presuming they're the right ones, and they come with like the little metal bits that you put in. But all they are is like wind deflectors, and they just sit on the windows like so, and just keep out all the nasties. Should we get them on? Because they look alright, to be fair. So first thing first, all you need is the window down like so. You're going to need a can of WD-40, presumably with that. The little nozzle that goes in the end so you can squirt it into the window frames. It just helps it go up easier and go down easier when they're in. If you know and if you remember, I dropped this down the door panel, down the window gap last time I did this, so I'll try not to do that again. And you're also just going to need a flathead screwdriver. So I think all you do, first things first, in your packet you get these little metal bits. Just get those out. You can see there. And you get 4 of those. I think it's 2 at the top. So you slot them in to the groove that your window sits in, and then 2 on the front here.
Do not listen to him. So basically I found this out the hard way. You have 1 in the top and 1 in the front of it. And that means that you've got 4 in total for both windows. So 2 each side. Don't put all 4 into one like I did, because it took the P trying to get them out and I ended up losing 1. Lols.
You put these in first. So you peel off these sticky bits and then just slot them up into place. Team Hecko. Well designed, weatherproof. Cool story, bro. Let's just put them in dry first so we know what the sketch is. Sweet, so that's how they sit. So you put them in like that, and then you put your little notches in and they sit still. Let's do that, shall we? That's that one on. I'm just going to leave that with the window closed for a bit, just because I want those stickers to dry. Oh no. Well, I messed that up. There's only 2 per side. Just remember that. There's only 2 of these per one, and I just put 4 in the other one, so I've just had to try and dig them out. I've got 1. I got the other one out as well, but it's pinged off somewhere, so I'm going to have a little more scalp for it in a minute. There we go. Mod 1, done. Should we have a brew? Before it goes dark, it's starting to get there now. I'm using my phone as a light, because I don't really know where the Godox is at the minute that it sits on top of the camera. But yeah, should we have a Michael Bublé? This is the sort of home away from home setup at the minute. Just been like sitting against those when I've been chilling, but just pillows, sleeping bag in the corner, my sort of all my clothes and stuff down there. Yeah, I've got like a double gas burner here, but I just use my jet boiler if I'm gonna have a brew. Got the Jackery for power, which I can charge in the front when driving. Just got a box of like my stuff and life, backpack, boots, chili that I'm gonna have later, some firewood, my bike, kayak, backpacks, wild camping and stuff down there. So yeah, this is kind of how we're living at it in a minute. But yeah, it kind of works. It's just started peeing down, so I guess we'll see if those new wind deflectors work and if they're actually waterproof. I need some coffee. Oh, my spoon's in the front. I can't be asked to go and get that, I'm just going to use my knife. Do a bit of that. Right, that water's boiled. April oat milk. Really nice, to be fair. You can really hear it coming down now. I seem to find myself spending a lot of time in the cab at the minute. With the weather being so bad, I can just sort of sit across the front seats and like edit and just sort of chill out in there. Because at the minute it's not a very nice place to be in here. It's quite dark and dingy. But if you're in the front, it's nice. You've got all the windows and you can have the engine running with the aircon on, so it keeps you warm. Not bad that, mate. Thanks Thanks, bro. I've had a little bit of a fly around here with the drone, like you would have seen at the start of the video. But yeah, she's playing up. This is the new one. This is basically when obviously you'll remember when I crashed my drone the other week. I had to order a new drone, but only the drone. I think which cost me like 180 quid, which is annoying because I paid like 230 for the entire kit off Facebook Marketplace, off a subscriber actually. So cheers, bro. But I've crashed it and it's fucked. The complete gimbal hanging off and everything. So yeah, I've had to pull the trigger on a new one. I think it's coming up saying that the SD card's full, which it could be. So I'm just going to check that on my laptop in a minute in the front and see if that's the drama. Hopefully that is the case, that there's just too much footage on there, and then I'll just crack on. But yeah, if not, then god damn it, not again. Right, I think I'm going to go and sit in the front and do some editing because it's rainy and I feel like it's going to be nice and cute in there.
My mood probably seems a little off in previous clips. I think it was probably catching up with me at the time that I'd left camp, left the army, left my life of 6.5 years, hit the road and jumped straight up into this barren landscape of windy and windy roads. Although it's magical and I had a beautiful time up here, it gives you perspective, and I think it's definitely perspective at that time that I needed. I was in such a beautiful park up here. I'd cornered myself up in a loggers road, took myself into a tree line, as you can see from the drone footage. It was beautiful. But that evening, the weather changed. I initially started off editing in the front of the cab, like I mentioned, but it got too drastic. The wind was mental, the rain was coming in, I had to get up and out of those loggers roads. If one tree was to fall in the night, it had been game over. So I got out of Dodge. I headed to Becky. She was at a cabin. It wasn't a problem, I was supposed to be heading here the next day anyway. But because of the weather, I had to tackle those mountain roads to make it to the safe haven. The cabin was really perfect. It helped us be in the centre of all the mountains, so we could go off and climb, hike, go off kayaking, bike ride, and get away from it all. A really good transition from soldier to nomad. I got time to edit there as well. It was nice, quiet, peaceful. Back to really basic living, heating water on the fire, washing in an old badminton pool like this one. But it got the job done. With the new van build out next week, we'll have a few more luxuries than this place once we get on the road. For now, gangsters, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for the start of Operation Boxer.